This is the Ontario, California Advanced Surgical Center.
You guys need a warrant to come in here.
Those masked men, without identifying themselves, first tried to grab landscaper Dennis Guillen while he was cutting the grass.
Identify yourself.
Terrified, Guillen ran into the clinic.
Where's your badge?
The agents refuse and get violent. Hello everybody, David Shuster here. The Department of Homeland Security has issued a statement saying the staff at the clinic attempted to obstruct the arrest by locking the door, blocking law enforcement vehicles from moving, and even called the cops, claiming there was a kidnapping. But legal experts note that without a warrant and by refusing to identify themselves, the agents were violating settled case law and were technically carrying out a kidnapping. The experts add that clinic staff were well within the rights to defend Mr. Guillen. The immigration advocacy group called to the scene notes that the medical staff take an oath to help people. As for Dennis Guillen, his building supervisor says the landscaper, originally from Honduras, has been working in the United States for 3 years. Since his arrest, his friends and family say they haven't heard anything from him. They believe he's being held at a federal detention center in Los Angeles, but it's not clear what Guillen is being charged with. The aggressiveness, physicality, and trampling of constitutional rights has been a theme in ICE arrests and raids across the United States and specifically in California. In San Diego, ICE agents have been waiting in courthouse hallways to grab asylum seekers who show up for status hearings. Recently, federal agents arrested this woman, 71-year-old U.S. citizen Barbara Stone, a grandmother of 2. Stone volunteers as a legal observer in San Diego's immigration court. In video recorded by a group called Detention Resistance, you can see the moment that tensions boiled over and an officer says Stone pushed her.
You pushed her? Oh, she pushed me.
Stone denies that. She told PBS her job is to film and observe, not to interfere.
They started chasing me and saying they were going to arrest me.
You want to file charges? Which officer does?
Sure, yes. At this point, because people get mad at
Yeah, she's over here. Hey, detain her. Yeah, where's she at? Hey, detain that lady.
The agents followed Stone down the hall and handcuffed her.
That's right. In this day and age of Donald Trump, using a phone to film and record government agents is now a crime. Never mind, of course, that the courts have long held citizens are entitled and free to engage in such filming in public spaces, including courthouse hallways. And the courts have also ruled the action is protected under the Constitution's First Amendment. But as we've seen repeatedly, many ICE agents either don't know anything about constitutional rights and protections or simply do not care. Legal experts say Barbara Stone would have a strong lawsuit if she chooses to sue ICE for her arrest and detention, although Stone says she simply intends to keep serving as a legal observer and filming the ICE officials. By all accounts, the tensions between the public and ICE in many states, including California, are heating up. This week, Fox News cameras were live when protesters confronted immigration agents and military troops who raided a farm near Santa Barbara. At one point, the soldiers got off of their military vehicle and stood on the road just a few feet away from the protesters. And then, one soldier casually decided to escalate.
No way! No way! Oh, no way! Oh, Batman!
And that's when you saw the agents there drop the smoke, and you could see that all happening.
Clearly, the Trump administration is going to be quick to try and tamp down or suppress protesters or anybody who may be in a position to get in the way of an ICE raid. But what's happening is that the escalations and the use of force are only making demonstrators, legal observers, and witnesses angrier and more defiant. So the clashes are intensifying. Migrant advocacy groups are encouraging everybody to record their interactions, and one group is collecting video material for potential lawsuits. However, with each confrontation and federal escalation, the chances go up that people are going to get hurt or even get killed. And all of this is because the Trump administration, which pledged to deport violent migrant criminals, has decided to try and deport everybody who's undocumented in the United States. And the Trump team has little or no concern about due process and constitutional rights. So this is all getting worse, terrifying migrants, hurting countless industries that have lost workers, and once again staining America's reputation. By the way, ICE has already been slapped with a $1 million lawsuit for this.
No les abra! Yo, are you serious, bro?
In Los Angeles, that's the voice of Joe Garcia, the man filming the ICE agents. And now they've thrown him to the ground.
You want to go to jail? Fine. You got it.
The pressure of like the knee on like my back and like his hand on my neck, like I felt like, is this it for me?
U.S. citizen seeks $1 million after arrest, detention for recording immigration raid at Home Depot. The Border Patrol and ICE agents unlawfully restrained and detained Mr. Garcia for more than 24 hours without any valid grounds for interfering with his liberty and freedom of movement, and they did so based on legally prohibited grounds. Garcia is a PhD student at Claremont University. He told ABC News the officer seemed surprised when Garcia said, "I'm a U.S. citizen." He says he was first taken to a holding area at Dodger Stadium where he heard the agents boasting about how many people they had grabbed.
How many bodies did you guys get today? And one of them said 31, and they started like, yay, like it was a good day today, and they were like high-fiving each.
Check out that video at the link below. It generated a lot of comments on YouTube. One of the most popular is from Misunderstood, who wrote, "You need to stop calling them agents. They are obviously untrained thugs." Good point. I look forward to reading your comments about ICE raiding a surgery center as the mass deportations intensify. I'm David Shuster. Thanks for joining us.